So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today in this video we're going to do another one of these most wanted SH Figuarts figures to a specific line, and this one is going to be the SH Figuarts One Piece line and the most requested or most wanted characters or figures that collectors want made in the line. And I gathered all this information from social media off like Tamashii Nation's Instagram and stuff like that. So now starting off with honorable mentions, I don't have these in any particular order. There's 5 of them here, then we'll get into the 10 figures on the list. So Buggy the Clown is one I see mentioned a pretty good amount on social media, so people definitely want a Buggy made into the line, and he would make a really cool SH Figuarts figure. Either, I mean, this is for the anime line, but a live action Buggy would be pretty dope too. So another character I do see mentioned quite often is Crocodile, and I would definitely want a Crocodile myself. Crocodile was like the first big bad main villain in One Piece, not counting the East Blue, and he's just a really cool character and just a great pirate, has a great devil fruit, and he just looks badass too. So next here we have Whitebeard. I mean, who doesn't want a Whitebeard? I do see this also commented a lot. People do want a Whitebeard, and technically you can get the variable action heroes and it would fit in scale with the Figuarts figures, but an SH Figuarts Whitebeard would be a pretty badass figure. He'd probably be a little bit taller than Kaido, if I'm not mistaken. And moving on here, we have Marco the Phoenix. How sick of a figure would Marco the Phoenix be? This is one I also personally want as well. I mean, with his Devil Fruit ability, how they would do those effects and everything, that would be a pretty awesome figure. And then last on honorable mentions is Silver's Wrigley. Who would not want Rayleigh as a figure? I mean, his design is sick as hell, and it's freaking Rayleigh, and it is a character I see requested a lot. He would make a great SH Figuarts figure. So that is the honorable mentions. Now let's move on to the listeroo here. And coming in at number 10 is the big bad villain when it comes to pirates, and that is Blackbeard. We definitely need a Blackbeard at some point. I'm sure we'll get him as long as the line stays successful. We will definitely see a Blackbeard in the line, but I do see him mentioned quite a bit on social media, so that's why he came in at number 10. And coming in at number 9 here, this is one of my personal favorites, but I do see him requested quite a bit, and that is Dracul Mihawk. I mean, who doesn't want a Mihawk in the line? The Verbal Action Heroes one was fantastic, and I know Tamashii Nations can make a really good Mihawk. Just with like his jacket, you know they would do something like what they're doing with their Demon Slayer figures, which kind of sucks. I would prefer like a cloth wired kind of thing for Mihawk, but I mean, I'll take it the other way too. I just want SH Figuarts Mihawk, and that goes for a lot of collectors because these are characters constantly requested. And speaking of characters constantly requested, coming in at number 8 is a really cool character. Actually, he has a really cool design, and that is Katakuri. Katakuri I see mentioned so damn much, and he would be a really cool figure. And like I said, his design is just really cool. So a Katakuri is one that collectors really want made in the SH Figuarts line. I bet a lot of them preferred him over Captain Kidd.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
So now heading over to number 7, and this is a no-brainer right here. Everybody wants this, and every time we get a One Piece line, he's always made, and that's Luffy's idol, Shanks. You gotta make Shanks, and you know we will get him at some point. It just, when will we get him? We don't know yet, but it's a no-brainer that collectors request Shanks and want Shanks made into the line, and I know he will be made into the line sooner rather than later. So heading over to number 6 here, this is another one that is requested a lot, and that is Sabo. Sabo is another one people really want made into the line, and I completely understand. I want a Sabo as well. Sabo's a great character, and the Variable Action Heroes one was pretty good, not one of their best, but I feel like Tamashii Nations can make a pretty good Sabo, and I feel like we'll see him pretty soon. So now we're gonna head into the top 5 here, and coming in at number 5, this is probably the one villain I see requested the most, and I completely agree with them, and that is Doflamingo. Doflamingo you always see requested. That's why he's at number 5 here. Doflamingo would be a great SH Figuarts figure, and hopefully we see him very soon, because he is highly requested. And coming in at number 4, this dude, oh my god, he's requested so god much. And I mean, if you're gonna make Sabo, we already have Luffy, you gotta make Portgas D Ace. So then you'll have all 3 brothers. But I feel like Ace will be released before Sabo because we see him earlier, so they can pretty much make his figure to fit in with the East Blue Straw Hats. So that makes more sense. I definitely see an Ace being made possibly this year. Like I said, he could fit in with the East Blue versions of the Straw Hats. And like I said, Ace is very highly requested, and he's just a fan favorite character. So now we're going to move on to the top 3. Alright, so coming in at number 3 is going to be another version of Luffy, and that is gear for Luffy. This is a lot of people's favorite gear out of all of them that Luffy uses. It is very unique, and it looks awesome, so I'm definitely all for this, but you always see people say they want a gear for SH Figuarts Monkey D. Luffy, and I completely agree with that. That would be such a sick figure if they ever get across to making him. I mean, they're making a Gear 5, so he's the main character, so I could see them making all the gears, even Gear 2, and at some point probably Gear 3 as well. But Gear 2 is one I would like to see, but Gear 4 is one that people really request a lot, so that's why it's in the top 3 here. So coming in at number 2 is 3 characters actually, and not too long ago we got the reveal and announcement of the SH Figuarts East Blue Luffy and Nami. So if you're doing the East Blue versions, there's 5 main crew members until they hit the Grand Line, and if you're making Luffy and Nami, you have to make Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp. People want to complete the Straw Hats. Yeah, that's not the entirety of the Straw Hats, but for the East Blue arc, it is. But I'm pretty sure they will probably release them, or at least announce them this year, the East Blue versions of Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp. So those are extremely highly requested, but not as much as the number 1 here. So the number 1 should be pretty obvious. Very obvious, actually. And this is the one I see most. This is also one I want the most as well, and pretty much anyone who's a fan of One Piece and collects the SH Figuarts line, and that is the entirety of the goddamn Straw Hats. Can some figure company make us the completion of the Straw Hat pirate crew, all 10 members, please? I don't care if it's all the Wano versions, or if you want to maybe do all the pre-time skip versions, you could do that too, and you could have the East Blue versions of the Straw Hats fit in with the pre-time skip versions of the rest of the Straw Hats. Just make any version of all 10 Straw Hat members. Please, Tamashii Nations. Variable Action Heroes was so close to doing it, but they never did. I know there's anime heroes, but not everybody likes that line, you know? I'm not a big fan of that line. Yeah, it's more affordable, but I'm more of an import guy, and I love my import figures, and I want an import company to give us the entire Straw Hat crew in figure form. Like, come on, man. So hopefully this time around, SH Figuarts can make that happen with Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Usopp, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, Brook, Jinbei. Come on, you guys have to do this. Like, I tell you the truth, me personally, I wouldn't care if they put all these other characters on hold and made every Straw Hat member, you know what I mean? So hopefully we will get that, but that is definitely the number 1 most wanted figure or figures in the SH Figuarts One Piece line, which I completely understand and 100% agree with. So that is the video of the top 10 most wanted SH Figuarts One Piece figures, along with some honorable mentions. Let me know in the comments what your most wanted SH Figuarts One Piece figures are. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, I will catch you on the next episode of Daredevil 19, and I will also see you guys later.
We shall start with revenge. I am the knight. Gonna change the future.